What is up, everybody? It's great to see all you guys tonight. I am so pumped up. Welcome into another edition of Make Every Second Count Live with me, your host and pumped up man, Jeff Marconette Jr. Guys, I can't even explain why I'm so pumped up because I don't have a guest tonight, but I decided that it's okay. I am going to come on here and discuss the problem I see with personal development. Now, if you give me a minute here, I'm going to invite a few people on my phone. Hopefully, I can get some people in here. If not, that's all right too. But it will all be just fine and dandy. So, I spoke earlier today at the Honda engine plant in Anna, Ohio, which was my first ever corporate gig. And I am very excited to say that it went extremely well. And I am so happy that it went so well. And I'm hoping that it leads to some other speaking events that I get the book. Excuse me. Sorry. I apologize about that one. That was probably kind of loud in the speakers. Now, tonight, what we are going to be doing is talking a little bit about the problem that I see with personal development, and I am going to elaborate a little on that. So, bear with me here for a few. I am trying to take care of a few things. Hi, Haley Young. It's good to see you. I just got a sent a cry face emoji to you a little bit ago because I didn't like your story. But so, all right, now let me explain that. First of all, my background is I am a motivational speaker, an author, and a thought provoker or thought catalyst or thought leader. I don't know what you want to call me, but I'm just a human being human. So, but also, when I was 17, I was involved in a very serious car accident. I spent 2.5 months in a coma and 3.5 in the hospital, and I should not be walking right now. But guess what? I am. I've traveled a lot of the world, and I have spoke to thousands of people about finding the best life they can live, because it is so important to me that we make every second count. As you can see on my shirt here, let me straighten up. So I am happy with this movement, and it's me in a nutshell. But so the problem I see with personal development is that I go to these events. People go to these events, much like the event in Kansas City that I was just at called Becoming the Better You. And it's all about trying to help you become the better you. And it gets people all rah, and it gets people excited about life and excited about the possibilities of life. But not saying that the event lacks anything, but personal development lacks the it doesn't lack, but people lack the follow through. I think that's it. people lack the follow through. Hey, Dad. And when people experience all this stuff and learn all this stuff that goes on while at this event or while listening to a podcast or anything of that sort, they don't they get all excited, and then they can see what can happen. They can see the possibilities in the future for them. But then once they get into the real world and out of that situation with all those positive people and all that encouragement, then they're talked out of things. You see, like I saw, well, I didn't see. I know that things are possible for me, and but I know that a lot of people go into these events and they see the things they can do. They see the possibilities of things that they can do, and they don't try to achieve those because they get talked out of them by people in their world, and it's not cool. So what I have tried to do is tried to help people, especially in my group. Now I will find my banner here, and my banner is showing my group on Facebook, and it says having a rough day. Join me in the Make Every Second Count mission group on Facebook for tips to increase your mood. So this also helps you live more in the moment. And when I say live more in the moment, that is kind of cliche. You kind of hear that all over the place, but it really does. It helps you focus on what you are experiencing in that second right there. Because this second right here, or that second, depending on where you are, is the only second that truly matters. Because you see, in 5 seconds, in 2 seconds, you might not be here. That other person in your life that you love, they might not be here in 2 seconds, but they are here this second, right here, right now. And that is why it is one of my key things that we need to show and tell the people we love that we love them. So that was one of my points in the Becoming the Better You conference, that we need to show and tell the people we love that we love them. We can't let that opportunity of this second go by, because there might not be another second. And people don't understand this. But I have tried and tried and tried to explain it, and I will keep trying to explain it, because I know from my own personal experience that it can be over. It can change so quickly. Everything can end overnight. You see, on January 6th, 2002, I was a normal 17-year-old boy. I did all the sports I could. I ran around with friends, and I did all kinds of stupid things, just like every 17-year-old does. But when January 7th rolled around, I wasn't a normal 17-year-old boy. I had experienced a severe car accident with a semi truck. I spent 2.5 months in a coma and 3.5 in the hospital. I had a broken neck, which I wore a halo for. I had a fractured jaw, two broken ribs, a ruptured spleen, and a punctured lung. Now, my worst injury was one that nobody can see. My worst injury was a traumatic brain injury, and that is what still affects me today. That is what affects my walking, affects my talking, and sometimes even affects my thinking. But I digress. So, while I have gone through all that, I want to use my story to help other people not have to go through what I went through in order to learn that. So, what I'm saying is there is a lesson in each and every adversity that you face. And those adversities might be difficult in the moment. I understand that. And it is hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel a lot of times. But you have to have faith and you have to know that it is there, that everything is going to get better, that it's not going to remain this way forever and ever and ever, because you are going to come out the other side. I know it. And the reason I know it is because I have done it. And, and I also have one other reason that I know it is possible, and that is you are still here. That's one thing that helped me get through what I went through, is the fact that I was still here. I was lucky enough to wake up the next day with a chance to fight for my life. A chance that I could show the world that this wasn't the end of me. This wasn't going to be the end of my life, because I decided it wasn't. Now, I, I know that a lot of people believe differently, and they'll say, well, it was a miracle. And that's fine and dandy. However you want to see it, however you want to explain it, is all good. But I know personally that it might have had some divine effect on me, but I know the work I did to make it possible. Now that could have been affected in other ways. I don't know that. I can't say that, and I'll leave that up to you to decide. But I know what I had to do in order to get to that other side. I know the things that I had to do, things that I had to struggle with, things that normal people don't have to struggle with. And I can tell people about those fights that I had. And I can help other people in those fights in their life. So, what I have done is I started that group on Facebook. But then I had an idea that I could do more. So I started telling my story to people in public. And in fact, I am on YouTube now. And let me find my YouTube channel here. I'll put it up on the screen for you. All right, here it is. So it is www.youtube.com/C/Jeff Marconette Jr. One word, and that is JEFFMARCONETTEJR. And I hope you guys go and follow me there and help me expand my message to get to the rest of the world, because I'm having issues with that at the moment, and it's just growing pains. I understand. And remember, there's a light at the end of that tunnel. But then I decided that there was more I could do. So I decided to reach out to somebody I know, and we wrote a journal together. Now, this journal is called Make Every Second Count, a 1,500-hour journal. Now, the journal is a 9-week journal meant to be done one page every day for 9 weeks. There is room to write in here, and there are prompts there on the page to help you get into the thought process of writing. So, this is all about helping you live more in the moment, helping you live a more fulfilled life, and helping you to see the things that are truly important in your own life. So, I wrote that journal. Now, I do have two books that I am in that are going to be coming out here shortly. I don't know the dates on either of those books, but I will definitely let you know. I also have a documentary that I am in called The Friendship Paradox: Making Friends After the Age of 30 Years Old. And that is coming out, I think, in November. I will also let you know about that. I'm so excited about that, though, because these questions that I was asked on this documentary were difficult, really thought-provoking questions, and I'm like, wow, I really couldn't believe it. And I hope you guys find value in that. But also, I want to let you know that you can go to my website at where's it at? It is www.jeffmarconetjr.com. But if you go to the journal tab, which is jeffmarconetjr.com/journal, you can download the first 7 days of that journal for free. And if you love it, you can buy that journal on the same page. If you don't love it, oh well, thank you. I appreciate you, but you can just throw that away, put it in the recycling bin, do whatever you want with it, because you don't like it. It's all right. I get it. But so also, you guys can go to my website and check out the things that I have been up to. And my website is www.jeffmarconetjr.com. And my website is basically just a website. The I have a blog on my website, but I don't write in that blog very often. I don't know. I should pick that up. So these are all ways that you can help yourself out. And once you have left that event where all those people are around you and encouraging you, you can follow those speakers. You can follow things that they are doing. You can get that encouragement from them on either YouTube, Spotify, LinkedIn, Facebook, iHeartRadio, Amazon podcasts, So you guys can find all that encouragement all over the place. It's out there, I promise you that. And we want you to live your best life. That's really what our thing is. All motivational speakers are here to help you live your best life. Now, that can be different from each and every person, but we're all here for the same thing. We're all here to help you live that best life. So I need you guys to do me a favor this week, next week, and for the rest of your life. I need you to make every second count. Why? Because you never know when those seconds are going to run out on your one life. I'll see you guys back here next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And until then, have a great day. Thank you, guys.